Balik lagi bersama gue Gaby.
Dan gue Joman di channel Curut Podcast. Halo guys.
Hi guys, how are you all doing? Hope everyone yang lagi dengar atau yang lagi nonton hari ini are amazing.
Yeah, hope you had a nice weekend.
Iyalah. So, 2 minggu lalu kita kan udah sempat ngomongin, bukan kita sih sebenarnya.
Ci Jasar sama si
Kotije. Sempat ngomongin tentang love. They start the berbuah series. Asik berbuah series. Kan gak enak banget ya seriesnya apa? Fruit series.
Fruit series, yeah.
Anyways, they started with love.
Fruitful.
And yeah, it is a very important aspect in our life. Yang dimana ya kalau kita nggak ada love ya nggak bisa produce rasa-rasa lain
dari boro ya kan, cause last week they already established kalau kayak buah boro tuh sebenarnya it's all just the flavor of love kan in the end. Yeah.
Betul.
So yeah, since we already discussed about love, yuk let's learn about the next flavor, which is joy and peace. Kalau kalian nggak tahu, you guys can check it out yourself di Alkitab di Galatia 5 ayat 22 sampai 23.
Yes.
Perfect.
Nah, talking about joy and peace ya, sebenarnya tuh ada satu thought yang dimana I feel like it's really interesting to talk about sih.
Yeah.
Kayak I know for example a lot of people tahu lah ya joy, orang yang berseri-seri, peace, orang yang zen gitu.
Yeah, it's a very broad topic. There's a lot of like discussions and here and there. There's a lot of opinions and kayak left and right or something like that.
Makanya, kayak I personally think I'll just start with peace dulu kali ya.
Peace, yeah.
Ya kan? Karena I don't know, I just feel like do you know the verse di Matthew 5 verse 9? Itu ada Matthew 5 verse 9 itu ada ngomong kayak blessed are the peacemakers for they will be called children of God.
Right.
Jadi artinya Tuhan mau kita jadi
peacemakers ya.
Karena itu artinya kita jadi children of God. I mean like who doesn't want to be his children? Everyone wants to be his children. Artinya kan kita harus jadi peacemaker dong, ya kan? And I remember this word about peacekeeper.
Peacekeeper, yeah.
Jadinya lama-kelamaan jadi ke reflect aja gitu loh. Jadi bedanya peacekeeper sama peacemaker itu apa sih?
Right.
Nah, peacemaker tuh bukan yang di jantung gitu ya guys, gitu nggak? Nggak tahu ya.
Yang mana?
Aduh, ayo lagi mau ngereceh tapi nggak bisa.
Because I'm not a particularly receh person, so.
Sorry guys, sorry. I was talking about pacemaker, but anyways.
Oh.
Tunggu, ini yang memalukan. Anyways, ya bedanya adalah I tuh lagi nge-reflect diri tentang bedanya peacekeeper and peacemaker. Why kayak God specifically tulis di Alkitab kenapa sih dia maunya kita jadi peacemaker?
Right.
Terus kayak kenapa ada orang kayak ngomong we should keep the peace. Artinya itu cuma peacekeeper kayak gitu kan. So I was thinking of mungkin bedanya adalah selain dari katanya itu sendiri, kayak dari the attitude of being a peacekeeper or peacemaker, I guess.
Peacemaker, yeah.
Ya kayak I don't know if you ever kayak dengar ini punya apa perumpamaan, tapi orang tuh suka banget pakai be a thermostat rather than a thermometer.
Right, yeah.
Have you ever heard of it?
Yeah, because you initiate the temperature instead of just like just reading the temperature. Yang sih kan kalau thermometer kan cuma buat kayak you feel the temperature in the room kayak, but you don't really adjust the temperature. You don't decide.
True.
Gitu.
So I guess that's like the same concept. I guess kayak kalau peacekeeper tuh thermometer, peacemaker itu thermostat.
Yes, peacekeeper is a thermostat.
No, peacekeeper is the
peacemaker is a
thermometer.
thermostat, yeah.
Yeah, peacemaker is the thermostat.
Right.
Jadi kayak gitu, soalnya kalau I don't know, personally, I kayak ngeliatnya sekarang, I tuh masih peacekeeper. Karena I kayak ngeliatin surrounding I, semua orang baik, semua orang, kalau yang gak baik sama I don't really care about them. Yang penting gue gak ada konflik.
Right.
Seakan kan kayak gitu.
Yeah,
tapi kalau peacemaker kan even though there's something wrong, harus berani untuk mengatasi konflik itu, harus stand up for their own value, harus gak compromise, and kalau bisa forgive that person kayak gitu.
Right.
I think an example that I could give is like in workplace right now, I tuh kayak gak mau kayak people just have different values with you, even though we're all Christians.
Yeah.
But then tetap aja have different values gitu kan. And I just kayak daripada gue debat sama mereka, mendingan gue kayak cuma
agree
gitu ya,
just not and agree.
Pretending to be dumb gitu loh, kayak gue cuma terima aja semua informasinya, nanti padahal at the back of it kayak nih orang kok nyebelin banget ya, nih orang kok kayak gini banget ya, kayak gitu loh. So right now I'm just still being a peacekeeper,
right
I guess. But then how about you? Do you have any opinions to it?
Do you think that like after you make that peace, you should be a peacekeeper afterwards gitu loh? Ngerti gak sih? Kayak first you make that peace, entar lama-kelamaan you try to maintain that peace gitu loh. For the longest term. Cuman when a conflict arises again, you have to stand up again and be the peacemaker again, and then so it's like a cycle, kayak peacemaker and then peacekeeping, peacemaker and then peacekeeping. Is it something? Do you think it's something like that?
I think itu make sense banget sih.
Yeah.
Kayak maksudnya kalau kita our whole life cuma peacekeeper, artinya kan ada orang yang make that so-called peace, and kita cuma ngikutin aja. But then that so-called peace bisa jadi it's not like the peace that God wants gitu,
exactly.
ya kan? Kayak mungkin kayak the world's peace itu misalnya kayak talking about stuff yang maksudnya kayak sekarang kan apalagi udah banyak banget yang vulgar lah, talking gitu ada yang merah kuning hijau di langit yang biru. Aduh, should I say this? Itulah intinya itu kan.
Yang gak mau kayak offend so many people.
Terus kayak harus stand up. Terus yang kayak kalau misalnya lagi ada campaign, terus semuanya harus buatin dia punya profile picture warnanya beda-beda. Ini kayak gitu kan.
Iya kayak I saw a meme once yang bilang kayak one day we're gonna stop selling shampoo so we don't offend bald people.
Sure. Makanya jadi kayak kadang-kadang I tuh juga kayak ngerasa nih harus apakah I harus agree with that gitu kan, karena semuanya majority kayak ngomongin kayak gitu, and in that way akhirnya lama-kelamaan yang darinya awal-awalnya semua topik-topik yang baik, lama-kelamaan topik-topik yang gak kurang baik pun dijadiin baik, terus lama-kelamaan cuma jadi kayak yaudahlah, daripada gue konflik sama mereka, mending gue ngikutin aja alurnya.
Iya bener-bener, jadi ya kayak ujungnya comfortable banget gitu loh, kayak I don't want any issue with everyone, just like you do you and I do me, and cuman itu susahnya gak sih kayak kalau misalnya you musuhan kayak kebanyakan, you're just gonna kayak suppress those feelings until kayak one day ntar meledak, and that's not really peacemaking.
True. Definitely.
Yeah, that's like confrontation mostly.
Yeah, that's like confrontation. So I feel like mungkin kalau buat yang bingung kayak peacemaker tuh akhirnya kayak gimana, I think itu tuh bisa kasih we can be opinionated but at the same time halus gitu loh. Opinionated ya, bukannya kayak agresif. Ya bukannya kayak ya menurut gua tuh kayak gini. Gua tuh orangnya kayak gini.
Iya, jangan jadi lu salah gitu.
Lu salah. Gitu. Terus ditunjuk-tunjuk orangnya kayak gitu. Lu yang salah, gua yang benar. Yeah, that's also obviously that's not peacemaker. Jadi kayak I think harus bisa, misalnya kalau ada orang salah, bisa kita cari waktu yang tepat, tempat yang tepat. Mungkin kita ngomong, ya gue sempat gak suka sama lu karena ya lu pernah kayak gini-gini sama gue. Tapi it's fine, like I understand ternyata kita cuma miskom. I think kayak gitu loh, kayak something yang harus kita bisa selesain bareng-bareng sama-sama. And then in that way orang lain juga tahu, oh ternyata gue sempat salahnya kayak gini ya. And then we can conclude to a peaceful. Iya. Kan kalau
misalkan di Alkitab kan juga dibilang kayak selesaikan semua masalahmu sebelum matahari terbenam. Iya. So that's really good. So I guess intinya should we or should we not kayak fake our feelings for the sake of everyone?
Nah.
Kayak kan today's nature tuh kebanyakan iyalah kayak mendingan jangan bilang apa-apa lah, kayak daripada ntar salah ngomong gitu loh, daripada ntar offend this person gitu loh yang punya like radically different values from us gitu.
True. I guess like kalau ngeliat dari example itu from my life, I feel like I have like a lot of faces gitu loh, jadi kesannya.
Wow.
Kayak kalau misalnya sama orang gereja, of course kayak semuanya kayak of course we speak about holy things.
Yeah.
Well, we don't really speak about the Bible and stuff, but
like when we hang out or stuff enggak.
Tapi kayak of course kayak because we all have the same values, kita jadi ngerti lah kira-kira kayak gimana. But then when you go out and kayak misalnya mestinya hang out with people yang friends yang nggak kenal Tuhan, and they started talking about politics, and they started to talk about mestinya tentang topik-topik yang about LGBT atau talk about kayak racist, controversial stuff lah, yang tabu juga dikasih tahu gitu. Kayak I don't know if I could, sometimes I kayak kind of fake it, I kayak cuma bilang kayak iya juga ya, kayak that make sense juga ya, kayak I just go with the flow gitu supaya mereka ngelihatnya kayak I kayak mengerti gitu loh. Padahal I nggak bisa take a stand on saying sebenarnya gue nggak ini loh, gue nggak support lo kayak gitu.
Right. So it's a matter of kayak taking a stand on your own value gitu.
I think so.
Right.
Something like that, I guess. And then I think kayak sometimes karena kayak gitu we just kind of like force or fake our feelings towards it sometimes, kayak kesannya kayak I actually don't support it, I'm actually kayak not really kayak you just suppress it gitu loh jadinya. Lama-kelamaan akhirnya ya udah gitu, people just don't know if it's right or wrong.
I can definitely relate to that sih. I think me and you were like one of those happy-go-lucky people yang kayak nggak mau kayak stir up the pot atau kayak nggak mau kayak bikin masalah. We just want everyone to be joyful. We just want everyone to be happy and everything like that. Gitu.
Padahal itu harusnya kalau kayak gitu artinya I just found out ternyata tuh kalau kita still force our feelings, kalau kita masih fake our feelings, itu tuh sebenarnya we're not actually having joy or peace loh. Gitu. Which is like very interesting karena I thought kayak joy yang penting kan semuanya happy, semuanya kayak fun, yang penting sama gua I'm a person that is fun to hang out with, I guess.
Easy going
kayak gitu maksudnya. Tapi padahal tuh ternyata joy and peace itu harusnya tuh kita nggak bisa fake it gitu, because it's always been in us, I guess.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Because happiness is temporary, joy is eternal.
Asik.
Wow,
that's very deep somehow. Kayak gitu. Cuma kayak I think kayak apa ya? I kayak ingat gitu di sharing cool tuh ada yang ngomong kayak gini. Kalau happiness itu it's always external affecting us.
Iya.
Tapi joy itu internal yang affect
the external.
So it's like the same kayak thermostat and thermometer. What is wrong with thermostat and thermometer? It's a really good ini representation. But anyways, ya kayak gitu I guess kayak if we have constant joy, kalau emang kita udah punya love towards others, I guess. Kan yang balik lagi the most important part is love kan.
Right.
If you already have love, then it'll be easy for us to exude that joy for others. For example, contohnya orang lain misalnya susah ngomongin sesuatu yang misalnya I don't know, ngomongin tentang misalnya orang-orang yang ngomongin sesuatu controversial, they have something to relate upon that. But then we could relate upon that and we try to find the positive things. Makanya nggak takut untuk ngomong sama mereka, you know what, actually sebenarnya salah loh you mikir kayak gitu. Because we have that love towards them and we feel joyful and content kita bisa ngomong itu ke mereka and then we feel at peace, if that makes sense.
Okay, so joy is contentment towards other people then.
Yeah,
I feel like we feel joyful for what they're experiencing.
Yeah.
You think?
I think joyful too, I don't know if this sounds deep or not, but then joyful bisa in happiness, but then joyful could also be in sadness gitu loh. Kayak we're sad to see them kayak gitu externally, tapi we're joyful that you know what, ternyata mereka bisa ngomong itu sama kita, and then kita dipakai Tuhan untuk bisa ngomong sama mereka, and we feel joyful on that situation. Does that make sense? So
like kalau misalnya kayak contohnya kayak teman-teman kita pulang, ada yang pulang for good ke Indo gitu, kayak we're sad to see them go, but we're joyful like for their own happiness gitu, I guess.
Yeah, I guess it's like that. Bisa jadi kan soalnya kayak kalau misalnya
I never thought of it that way.
Kayak dia misalnya pergi gitu ya, we could always, misalnya pas dia ngomong gitu sama kita, I think there's one, jadi kayak one of our friend, dia tuh baru, ya tadi kan bilang kan baru balik kan,
for good, ya.
Pas dia break the news to us, itu tuh lagi dinner, lagi happy dinner, terus kayak, ya gak jadi cuma holiday, tapi bakal for good. I bisa aja loh kayak, why did you just tell us now?
Iya.
Kayak kenapa harus sekarang? Kenapa nggak nanti aja?
Lagi senang-senang lagi
gitu kan.
Dinner.
But then somehow it feels like she's at peace. I juga mau buat in at peace and everyone, jadinya supaya nggak stir conflict. I just feel, I'm sad, but then I'm joyful to see her making that decision, and in that way I tetap bilang, you know what, I support you even though I'm sad. Now like kayak question mark gitu ya, makin lama ya. Begitulah jadinya. I guess like begitu. How about you? Do you have like?
Well, honestly, it's very relatable to me karena for those of you nggak tahu, I masih kuliah sekarang technically. I even though kerja masih kuliah, tapi kayak the people surround me, kayak orang-orang yang seangkatan I itu udah kayak lulus semua gitu loh. Udah kayak punya full time job and everything. Like of course you can be jealous lah, kayak those feelings of jealousy pasti datang gitu. Cuman kayak I sendiri pasti kayak reflect to myself and feel like, ya gila, masa gue kayak masih kuliah di sini, even though kayak gue kayak co-op segala, tapi masa kayak gue masih kuliah, kayak teman-teman gue di Indo udah lulus, teman-teman gue di sekitar sini udah lulus. But like at the same time I also feel happy for them gitu, kayak I also feel the joy in them gitu. Jadi kayak merasa ikut merasa bangga gitu loh in the end. So I guess it's something like that. That's to my understanding. Yeah.
That's true. Bisa di-conclusionin kayak gini gak sih? I think kayak out of all, if we're not like, you know how like the world makes us like, it twisted your right perspective.
Yeah.
Jadi you don't know what is right anymore. Lama-kelamaan you jadinya kayak worry on your stand. Lama-kelamaan you jadi kayak feel not at, you don't know what's the real peace sebenarnya gitu loh.
Right.
And that's why, because you don't know what's the real peace, it doesn't really induce that joy, I guess. Because like you don't know what is real. Makanya kayak I think it's so important balik lagi to have love. Kita tuh punya love
towards others.
Kayak God is love. If we have love, artinya kita punya Tuhan. Artinya kalau kita punya Tuhan di dalam kita tahu loh yang mana yang right, yang mana yang wrong based on God's standard, I guess.
Yeah, that's really true, because in order to feel happy for someone else, in order to feel that joy from someone else and peace from someone else juga, we have to understand what's the real love gitu loh. So kayak ya kan balik lagi, this is a flavor of love kan. Kayak kalau misalnya kita nggak ada kayak love pada dasarnya, kita nggak bakal bisa ngerasain that peace gitu loh. Kita bakal selalu kayak risih, kayak aduh, kayak ini orang kok kayaknya lebih kayak untung dari gua sih, kok ini orang kayaknya beda value banget sama gua sih, kayak something like that gitu loh.
Tapi ya if we have love, kita understand them, we try to understand them, we try to make them mau balik lagi. I think Coach J ada sempat ngomong 2 minggu lalu kayak kita tuh harus bisa berani untuk menegur orang gitu kan. And I think this is like bagus banget with peacemaker and like, you know, just not forcing our feelings, because like we know for sure itu salah and we don't force it. Instead of forcing it, we became real and berani ngomong sama mereka, appease that conflict and kayak gitu. And I feel like kalau buat yang bingung, kita masih kadang-kadang kita force our emotion and everything, I think balik lagi gitu, because like joy and peace is from internal kan. Jadi artinya kalau kita mau merasain itu internal, artinya ya it's just between us and God doang loh yang bisa create that joy and peace. Does that make sense?
Right, so we feel the joy and peace dari Tuhan dulu, baru kita bisa ngerasain
Yeah, so in that way artinya kalau kita punya relationship yang dekat sama
Tuhan, kita baru bisa ngerasain.
Ya kan, kita nggak bakal worry about our future. We know what's right based on our manual book, which is Bible.
Right.
Then harusnya we don't force our feelings anymore, because it's like that's the natural feeling that harusnya kita punya. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And I feel like once you learn that the joy and peace can only be felt by God, itu you bakal punya wisdom juga buat kayak bisa convince, bisa kayak deliver your message to other people yang punya different values sama you correctly gitu loh, kayak without any kayak conflicts, without any kayak struggle or something like that lah gitu loh. Kayak jadi kayak bisa aja gitu kayak wisdom datang pasti ada lah kayak di mana when we're put on a hot seat yang kayak I don't know, randomly aja kalau misalnya you di kampus lagi ditanya kayak, hey, why do you believe in God gitu loh.
True.
Kan kita pasti langsung kayak kena pressure kayak, oh my gosh, kayak what should I say? I don't want to say the wrong thing kalau misalnya orangnya ternyata kayak agama lain apa gimana gitu kan. Karena you don't want to say the wrong thing. Cuman kayak if you know kalau you build that relationship sama yang tadi Gaby bilang with God, there will be a wisdom yang datang ke you yang you bisa dapetin, so you can deliver the message peacefully.
True,
gitu.
That makes sense. And I feel like makanya, and that could only be made again by your relationship sama Tuhan Yesus. Karena Tuhan Yesus yang bakal menuhin kamu dengan joy and peace.
Sumbernya.
Dan itu untuk supaya kita menuhin, ya kita harus trust in Him fully. Gitu kan artinya.
Exactly.
Karena ada ayatnya di Romans 15 verse 13. I'm just gonna read you quickly. May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in Him. So that you may overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit. Karena we are overflowing with hope. I guess that's why kayak we can't fake the joy anymore, because like we just long for that hope in Jesus Christ.
Right.
And that way we just feel, you know, even though ada masalah datang atau kita ada konflik datang, we know that we could finish it smoothly gitu. Karena Tuhan Yesus bakal bantu kita yang tadi bilang gitu. And it will be peaceful, I guess.
For those of you yang kayak lagi ada konflik sama teman-teman, yang lagi ada kayak conflicts with coworkers or anything, just trust in this verse lah. Kayak kan ada tulisannya, just trust in Him. Just trust in Him. He will give you the wisdom to so that you can be a peacemaker, so that all of you can still be joyful, not just happy but joyful.
Yeah.
So
Ya paling gitu aja sih.
Iya sih.
Iya. Yang terakhirnya paling I pengen banget bacain ini sih, kayak kalau you're worried right now about your situation right now and you feel that you need help, ya reach out to orang-orang yang you percaya gitu.
Iya.
Kasih tahu you punya gundah-gundah gitu loh.
Gunda-gunda.
Gunda, is that a word? Gundah?
That's the first time I've
Gunda?
heard of it. Gunda-gunda.
Gunda. Oh iya udah. Kita udah
I have no
diginiin
idea.
okein sama sesepuh bilang oke, Gunda itu benar.
I have no idea.
Gunda itu ini
First
kan
time I'm
kayak
hearing.
apa, worried intinya.
I thought it's a toy, Gunda-gunda. I don't know.
Itu Gundam. Nggak boleh ya, PPL. Sorry.
Product placement.
Di itu ya apa, nanti harus diedit di.
Product placement, yes.
Iya.
Enggak lah, it's okay.
Anyways, ya gitu sih. I think kayak ya, if you feel like you need help juga, kayak you feel kayak aduh kalau gue doa sendiri kayaknya susah ya,
Yeah.
kalau gue build relationship sama Tuhan sendiri, kayaknya gue belum ngerasain apa-apa ya. And if you need someone to pray with you, someone to pray for you, someone to just hold you,
Support you. Yeah.
find the right community, which is go to cool, guys. Masuk
Wow. Wow. That's a different kind of product placement.
Ya intinya begitu sih guys. Ikut cool.
Iya. Ya udah. Is that it? Should we wrap it up?
Yeah, truly are. Yeah, okay.
Oke. Ya udah guys, itu aja dari kita ini. Kalau if you guys have any thoughts and comments about the cool topic yang kita lagi bahas, feel free to drop your comments below di YouTube, and feel free to reach out to our Instagram at BIC Vancouver.
Yes.
Yeah, and also on that note, make sure to follow our social media juga di Instagram, and I think we only have Instagram and YouTube juga. And if you want to look up our podcast di Spotify, cari Cenat Cenut Podcast.
Yes.
Okay.
So see you guys in 2 weeks again. Bye.
Okay. Bye bye. God bless.